Hey Gary, I haven't made a video in a while, and so I thought I'd do one quick while I'm on my lunch break right now. I was about to go into CVS and print up some pictures and grab some stuff for the desk at my office. But yeah, there's been a lot going on actually. I don't think I told you about basically any of it, so I'll go through it real quick. There was a promotion that I was going to interview for at my work, which would have brought me to Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And I actually knew about it months in advance that this was a position that was coming available, so I was doing lots and lots of things and projects and pushing through ideas and making effort and collaborations on all kinds of stuff to kind of butter people up for, like, yeah, this is a promotion that I'm gearing up for. And then, so finally, somebody in the office quit, and they sent out an email to say, okay, well, that was what was needed in order to trigger the events for the interview process, so who wants to interview for this position? So I was like, yeah, I will. And then a week later, I still hadn't heard anything, so I went to my boss and said, when are they scheduling interviews? And then they told me, well, they're not, because they already picked somebody for it. They didn't do any interviews for the position. They just gave it to a guy who was already there in Cedar Rapids. And so I could instead, because of pure chance, they were going to then also create a new planning position in Iowa and get rid of my planning position here in Green Bay. So I could interview for a move to Iowa to keep doing the same thing. So I interviewed for that, and I didn't get that either, because they went with somebody who isn't doing the job that I was currently doing. And for reasons that are basically complete bullshit, they said it was office morale related, which, if your office morale is bad, why is the solution taking a person who's in the office, making part of that morale bad, and promoting him, thinking he'll fix it? Like, that just makes no sense to me. It's just bullshit. So I got demoted. I'm back to the entry-level position that I started with this company about 4 years ago. And so that's fun. The nice thing about it, though, actually, is that they gave me a training board of drivers, so I'm supervising 15 instead of 30. So it's actually pretty cushy in terms of there's not a whole lot going on, and it's pretty easy. And then they changed my schedule so that I basically work late morning into like 7 p.m. at night. So I still have a 10-hour shift, and it's a long day, and I don't see the kid as much during the days for weekdays. I take her to daycare in the morning, but by the time I get home, it's basically like, all right, well, I can eat something quick, and then we got to get her ready for bed. But that was the only way for me not to work a weekend day, because they wanted me to potentially work a weekend day so that I'd have one less whole day to spend with her on weekends, which would have, I thought, been worse, to work a Saturday or a Sunday and be gone for that whole day when she's not in daycare. So, yeah, it's been an eventful couple of weeks. Next month I'm flying to Arizona with the kid to visit my brother, because he had a baby and his stepdaughter graduates high school. So everybody in the family's getting together out there. So I'm flying out to Arizona for like a week. And it's actually going to be a little more than a week that I'm out there. And Arizona is really hot, so I'm looking forward to that, I guess. And I'm not actually looking forward to that. It'll be interesting to see how flying goes with the kid. I still need to pick up a portable DVD player, a sleeve that can hold some DVDs to take with us on the trip. I gotta figure that out soon. And yeah, I guess that's my slate of news for what's going on recently. It's been a lot, and it's been pretty shitty all along. Oh, I forgot one other thing. My annual merit-based raise, I found out about this a couple weeks ago, too. I'm getting a 0.5% increase this year for my raise based on my performance when I get demoted also, which will look great for, the next interview I do. I'm sure my bosses will put that in proper context. But they told me the reason why I was getting a 0.5% raise is because there's somebody else in the office who needed a more substantial raise to get him to the level where he should in theory be for how long he's been with the company. But again, like, how is that my fucking problem? And it's because I guess all the raises are capped together and a part of a budget, so they can't actually look at the raises as individual performance or merit based. It's all, here's how much money you get, split it how you see fit. And the really most horrible thing about it is, so like the adjustment they gave him to try and get him where they think he should be, it's only like 2%. So he was like, I was like, how was your raise? And he was like, yeah, it's kind of the same as last year, you know, shitty. And I was like, oh good, I'm glad everybody's very happy with the way this all went down. So my raise is going to be significantly under inflation this year, so in addition to getting demoted, I'm also going to be making less money. You know, Trump's America.